go. By Gory, I think we're live.
Hey, wow, I see it right there. Let me get some do this real quick. Uh, Then one of these days we're gonna have this all figured out on how to do this.
One of these days. Maybe just not today.
Man, let's move you over here. Uh, Folks cooler. See if anybody's popped in.
Steve was, but I don't know if he still is.
Hey, Steve.
Well.
Well, so how's it been your way, brother?
Not too bad, not too bad. Still waiting on my truck and getting sicker and sicker by the minute with this frickin' strike.
Yeah, well, I just told you, man, they ended that strike. Let me pull that up. Yeah, it was from WCBS.
Really? I was just on the news.
There it is. Breaking. Dock workers suspend pork strike until January 15th after reaching tentative deal. WCBS.
I wouldn't have caved to them sons of bitches.
Oh, I think they just showed them.
No,
You know,
if they were being abused, they really weren't getting the pay. They're making 90 plus a year, plus overtime, 150 a year.
I heard the lower levels starting out about 60.
Where? Crimea River.
Definitely.
There's
But,
people out here trying to make it on 20 and 30.
yeah, I get it. You guys, well, they used to really have a hard job. It still can be pretty stressful, but I'm sorry, most of the technical jobs and shit they got, the guy's sitting up there real high in a chair
Yep.
playing Captain Kirk, All he's doing off, off, off.
Yeah, they're not in a cargo hold of a ship loading a net.
Yeah.
But to do that to your country in a time like this,
Yeah.
for 77%, that really irked me.
You don't think his little Cosa Nostra style had anything to do with upsetting the plebes, what are they called? Oh, we're the proles now.
Yeah.
Proles.
Hey, Steve. We're not on?
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, okay, because Steve said he's still waiting.
I wonder what he's waiting for. Dang it. Gotta get this right one of these days, old man. Keep it up.
Maybe he's waiting for me to do my table dance. I don't know.
Ah, that's possible.
It is.
So I can do that with the. I can do that with us. I can do that with them. And you're gonna have to quit hovering in front of the words.
Who?
You.
What am I hovering in front of?
I don't know.
Oh,
Something in something.
sorry. I can do better.
Promise.
I promise.
Okay. Boy, how about that Liz Cheney showing up there to help out old Camelot?
Yeah, and they're calling it a great victory against Republicans. Yeah.
It was another one of those invite only scenes where they had about 37 people, maybe. I wonder how many boxes of wine that took backstage.
Huh?
Well, they've already blocked a little clandestine student loan scheme that Harris and Biden tried to get done over the weekend before
Oh.
anybody could find out. It's not just that. There's going to be all sorts of shit they're doing.
Why are we so adamant about bailing somebody out for a loan they took out?
It's not. It has nothing to do with it. It's to crunch the nation's economy. Cloward and Piven. They think they're on steroids. What? Oh, he's asking if you were still waiting on your truck.
Oh yeah, I gotta wait till next week. I don't know. I don't even know what day next week they're gonna get it.
Well, they were backed up, weren't they?
Well, yeah, I mean, 'tis the season for snowplows, so. But I really
Yeah.
want the snowplows, so I'm willing to wait.
Well, you probably need it more than everybody else, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's why
Well, I don't
you're.
know if I need it more than anybody else, but I want it more than anybody else.
Oh, that's what it is. So they put it in the back of the line
Yeah.
for 2 days.
But in fairness, he did warn me. He says, "I'm hoping they'll get it in this week." He said, "But
Yeah,
it's a Fisher dealership, so I mean, that's where people go,
yeah.
and up in that area, there's not many places to go."
I know nothing about that market. I was just messing with the used cars down here, and we'd hit. Well, we'd find some and rebuild them. I mean, we've seen some bad, nasty ones out of this salvage yard down in Dallas. And while we were doing that, sending that one up, if we had enough that we could get out at the auction, load them up and
Yep.
take them up to the city for us. But there was a Ferrari, man. That son of a bitch was damn near completely torn in half down the front.
Oh,
And I don't know how long that sat there, but there was still blood. And nice summertime. Every once in a while, you get a whiff. The newer it was.
yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's what I was so afraid of is getting somebody's auction buy.
Yeah, well, that's a hit and miss thing anymore, man. But shit, everything is new.
Well, that's it. But like I said, I never seen a dealer treat us the way he did. The first thing he did was put that up on a lift, hand us a shop light, and said, "Go to town." And he climbed under there with us and pointed out stuff we missed.
Getting to sell me my next car.
Well, I, I'm telling you,
You just don't want to share.
it's one of them too good to be true things.
Yeah.
He was very accommodating.
But if it was one of those, maybe you're in line for some good karma for a second.
Maybe.
I hope.
But he gets really good reviews. I reviewed all the dealerships in the area. He was
Oh,
by far the best reviewed dealer. Actually, he's not a dealership. He's got a used car license. He's got a 2-bay garage. He no longer does the mechanics, but he farms it out to other mechanics.
yeah.
So, say you needed a transmission done, he's got a guy that does transmissions. The guy will come in, work out of his shop.
Yeah, that was great. We had an old boy that was a mobile windshield installer back in the 90s.
Oh, that was back when things were easy.
Yeah.
Well, easier. Windshield sucked. But now with all the electronics and shit in them.
Yeah. Patient with stage 4 prostate cancer gets his PSA score down to remission levels after regularly taking ivermectin.
No way.
I wonder if he has a hankering for smokes.
I think you're fibbing.
It's funny. The only drug that went from people to animals instead of the other way around.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a breakthrough drug.
Yeah. I said there's somebody posted up an old picture. It was Rosalind Carter. She was sitting with her spiritual advisor, Jim Jones.
Oh, nice.
Guyana.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid. That was quite a. I can still remember that.
Well, we watched it play out because they were trying to do a live thing as they were reaching the airport and shit.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was CBS just was the one that got the footage out. But anyways, that shooting there as they were on the planes and shit.
No, I can remember hearing about it. I can remember hearing the grown-ups talk about it because I was still a little young. I really didn't care about politics and world events and.
Yeah.
All I know, it was cutting into cartoon time.
78.
Yeah, somewhere around now. Oh, did you see where Chris Christopherson, I think it was, died?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Ugly son of a bitch, but he had talent.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was broad, broad spectrum there.
Movie star,
Singer.
Don Juan, songwriter, performer.
Yeah. But unfortunately, we're getting at that age where there's a whole lot more Barians than Marians, so.
Yeah, it's true. That's the way it's supposed to be, ain't it? So I spent most of the day trying to catch up on Twitter.
Feels good to be jailbroke.
I'm still kind of in shock. Hadn't started any arguments yet. Let's just put it that way.
Oh shit! I figured he'd have a warning by now.
You know, this old man thing. Well, I went to see the impact that James O'Keefe's little movie he made. He took a trip from down at the Darien Pass all the way back up here.
Yeah.
It's going to be on Tucker Carlson's network. It's just a documentary.
I wish I was young enough for something like that. Well, maybe not young enough, just healthy enough.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Now you got down in Cancun, they're buzzing up on jet skis and shooting people in the motels on the beach.
Well, that's rude.
I thought that's why you went down there on vacation for.
Get shot at by terrorists?
Well, of course. Now, you know they're not terrorists down there. They're philanthropists. Just ask the new president of Mexico. She'll tell you. You'll have to answer the question for me.
Cargo called a shipment. I don't know.
Wiring minds need to know. Stupid Cheech and Chong.
Damn Cheech and Chong. Whoa, mellow.
Finish that hot dog. Wow, I couldn't believe it. I got Tammy to laugh. Fucking nice dreams. There at the end where Stadenko's trying to catch flies with his tongue.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
Hello, this is Lardass.
That's him.
Lardass.
Do you know who this is? No. Lardass. Yeah, that was a good movie. But that was just, yeah, I don't think you could pull it off nowadays.
No. We
There's a
allowed
lot
him to,
we couldn't pull off nowadays, not just because of racial and
no, we could raise the generation that words hurt them. It
yeah.
breaks their arms. You murdered me. You murdered me.
And there was no gay people in Cheech and Chong. That wouldn't fly. You can't have any. You can't even have a TV commercial without a gay couple.
Shit. It's not just that. It's the dude that sits on the toilet to pee and he's got to stay home and take care of the kid. And, it's been a formula that they planned out long ago.
Yep. Wait a minute. This whole freedom and family thing might work out. We better do something.
Yeah. They'll be telling us what to do next. Well, it was a short little run on their little virus scare out of Germany yesterday. I hadn't seen any updates on it. I thought it was supposed to be spreading and we're all going to die.
We're all gonna die. The sunspots. The only thing. I mean, the solar storms. The only thing they have saying about that. Oh, we're under Aurora Borealis watch. Oh, big deal. Pretty lights in the sky ain't gonna hurt nothing. They kept saying though, expect outages, expect internet, expect no. In other words, you want to fuck around.
I'm seeing more and more people are seeing that deal on geoengineering, moving the weather around.
Yep.
for nefarious purposes.
Oh man, I see how you snuck that big word in there.
Hey, I've been waiting all day, dude. What do you see next week? Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard to take, but it's easy to understand that they're fucking with our weather.
yeah,
You do kind of sound like a nut job when you say shit like that, but look at it.
yeah,
They, for one, they admit it, and if they're admitting it, they can do more than they're admitting.
yeah. Look at that test run. Where was that? Egypt, Saudi Arabia. They were playing with the weather over there. Made the rains come.
Oh, yeah, Dubai,
Du- Dubai.
Dubai.
Oh well, let's say what fucking with Djibouti.
Better not fuck with Djibouti. Pretty Djibouti.
Praise Djibouti. But you gotta when you talk.
Wow. So what else government been dropping the ball on?
You know, I really hadn't kept up on it that much.
Well, it's hard to look past the hurricane.
Yep.
There's no excuse. We should have been there before the last raindrop hit.
Yeah.
There should have been boots on the ground. There should have been cleanup, rescue.
Yeah. And they already would have had access to the satellites if they had just let them turn it on.
Oh, no.
Paperwork,
Trying to
you
see
know.
that that would work.
Yep. These people really want to lose an election. Yeah.
But it's kind of like scorched earth. I mean, if we're not going to win, we might as well destroy it for everybody else.
Yep. I will be king of ashes.
And you will have nothing and be happy.
Eat sea bugs. I think they were just trying to outdo Chairman Mao and dear leader. Oh no, I can't even read it. Are you ready?
You read it. Jesus Christ, we can't read that out loud.
I can't read it. I'm sorry. But it's the Daily Mail.
So, how
That's
do you
not.
say you stink without saying you stink?
That's a good question. I could never get past shoving him soap. You know.
I have illegal sensitivity to illegals. Trust me, it ain't the smell that I'm sensitive to.
Nope.
Besides, I worked at Walmart. I know what people smell like.
Shit. Even other world leaders, they get off their ass and do shit, man. Check this out.
You fibbing again?
Nope.
Oh wow!
See,
He's
he
probably
does.
leading the SEAL team.
Oh, there was a flood over there.
Oh, you mean his daddy was really sad? That's why it rains in Korea, is when the supreme leader's sad.
He went to save them people, and you know he did real well. Oh, now they're saying that Russia's adversaries might attempt to engineer an artificial storm in the Black Sea.
Do we never learn?
What's wrong with these people? Check another part of the world. Yeah, I heard one idea that has been floated that the government may be trying to push people out of them hollers and shit, get them down towards their 15-minute cities.
Yep.
It's so much easier to corral them.
Yeah, it's easier to control them. It's easier to experiment on them. It's easier to, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure they're running out of willing victims.
Right now, it's like a shoot 'em up Three Stooges movie. You know what I mean? Barney Fife on steroids. I expected to hear a little bit more. They say that Israel struck near a Russian port there in Syria,
Really?
something like that. I'm not sure of the exacts.
Yeah, but now are they hitting anything though? Because I've been seeing a lot of missiles, and like Iran, they just launched what 180, largest strike they've ever conducted. They didn't hit shit. Not that I'm rooting for them, mind you, but
Well, they did get that Mossad building that they hadn't been in years, but it's still a Mossad building.
okay. So out of 180 missiles, They got a useless target.
Oh man, what about that one? The Iron Dome worked so good that one of the pieces of shrapnel hit a Palestinian.
Nice.
I don't think that was the idea, but hey, stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
F-16 getting hit by a Patriot missile. No, I don't want stupid people to have access to these kind of things.
No. No. It's like giving a 5-year-old a pack of matches and some firecrackers.
I still think it's like handing a loaded gun to a 2-year-old.
A chimpanzee.
We were saving them for ripping people's faces off. Hell, you gave up the secrets.
Sorry.
Damn. Now we got to change our plans around. Leaked Army memos reveal Iran's 2020 revenge strike exposed U.S. soldiers to radioactive material damage, leaving some critically ill.
Of course.
Well, it's only just a little nuke. It wasn't that big.
Yeah, you're only a little bit dying.
You ever seen that deal where people were doing tours of those old test sites?
I remember hearing about it.
Yeah, that's where it did it. Let's go check that out. They've got it X's marked there.
And then they have trouble over in Chernobyl, people trying to get in. I guess now you can go in for a limited time, but
Oh man, Zelensky was trying to blow it up, or he was trying to get Russia to fire on it.
Russia's not going to do that. They know the environmental disaster's waiting.
No, besides, Zelensky's firing at a working plant now, so
Didn't they
it's
say
much
the
more
elephant
fun.
foot's growing again or moving or?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Chernobyl, the reactor, when it
Oh,
melted, it looks like an elephant foot. So they call it the elephant's foot.
oh, oh.
Yeah, but the containment when they contained it was only meant to last a few years. It's been what?
30,
30?
40, going on 40 years.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it was what,
Yeah.
late 80s, 86, 87, maybe
Yeah.
88.
So anything coming out of there, they've got a right to because I mean that's what it was designed to protect them for. I'm thinking they thought that they'd have a cleanup solution by now.
Yeah, no, it's still the same. People have been sneaking in there and videoing stuff. They've been watching the animals.
Yeah, and I know they were having trouble with the graveyard for cars because they had a whole shit ton of vehicles that they couldn't take out of there. So they parked them. People going in there taking parts, and they're all irradiated.
You know, but let's not try to connect that to them drinking that champagne, homemade champagne. They were doing it, and it was laced with and radiator fluid.
Yeah, antifreeze. Yep. Bless you.
Oh, I gotta love this time of the year.
Oh, it's been awful up here. Weather's so
Yeah,
nice, you want the doors open, but damn, the allergies kick in.
yep. You guys get that Canada stuff too, don't you?
all the time. Yep.
I feel for you, brother.
I guess I should say. I probably shouldn't say it, but we're used to getting crap from Canada.
Land Canada.
One Canada. What else have they done?
There's a bunch of people that's all up in there waiting on more stuff about Sean Combs,
Yep.
aka Diddy.
I've been hearing a lot of rumors. I mean, I'm hearing them from sites that I've listened to for years, but some of it's sounding kind of weird, like Steve Harvey's on the run. I don't think I would have missed that in the other news feed,
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of people ain't sleeping well right now.
Well,
Which
they
is
should.
good. They shouldn't. You're right. Great minds. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it says breaking: FBI linked to foreign assassin targeting Trump. Arranged terrorist entry into the USA.
Yeah. They suspended the trial for him because it's looking like it's going bigger, deeper, and further. But again, I'm leery because if they're admitting this, what are they really hiding?
I don't want to let my mind run with that one, man. Where do you want to start?
Well, that's it.
We did through the years back when Kennedy was president. He was always in an ongoing fight with J. Edgar Hoover.
Yep.
I never heard anything about how Hoover and Truman or Eisenhower or FDR. There's always people saying, well, there really can't be no conspiracies like that because too many people know. And they'd have been opening their mouths. Yeah. How's that Jimmy Hoffa thing going?
Yeah. Not only that is when people do open their mouths, they just get blown onto the carpet.
There's some fucking crazy give him his drugs.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
He's a
Why just
crackpot,
roll up
conspiracy theorist. He's been listening to Jim and JT.
Oh, something I heard. You know Mrs. Weiner from the laptop, Anthony Weiner,
Yeah.
Uba Abedin? She's already married to Soros, Alex.
Really?
Yeah. You ever seen that dude on one of those TED Talks or whatever the fuck the world big wigs put on for each other so they look important?
I've seen the TED Talks. Yeah.
It's something like that. I forget. It was World Economic Forum
Oh, okay. Yeah.
calculation. the people that think they really run things, the ones that want to go ahead and think they can play Armageddon. I don't know. Just letting it get to me too much. Oh, it should. North Carolina and Tennessee and shit. That just set me off, man.
Yeah. But
I wish
why?
that.
Why would you prevent civilian help? I understand the need to organize and coordinate, but they're not even trying to work with these people.
Yeah. And you know as well as I do, usually in a situation like that, the people that should be left alone to do that shit are the ones that live there
Yep.
because they kind of have an idea what to do, what needs to be done. Well, it's been what, a week tomorrow?
Yeah.
So that water's receding enough for them to get in there and actually do shit. And you got Joe Biden sending off trucks and equipment to do electrical over to Ukraine. You know, it's more important.
Yep. I can't imagine the task of picking up after that.
Oh shit. Who was it? Rich, John Rich, the singer.
Yeah.
He was saying he was talking to somebody in there, a sheriff that he knows, and that place had already used 500 body bags.
Uh,
And what was it? Here just a few days ago, they were just saying there's 1,000 people accounted for. You know, just
probably, Steve. That's I just can't imagine. And then just the casual, nope, we ain't got nothing to help you with.
no. But we'll stand here and have our pictures taken. Don't
Yeah,
we look-
yeah, we're gonna stay in the most expensive hotel room we can find, and we'll have breakfast and catered dinners, and we'll give you $750 if you qualify. $750. I was thinking about that. That would feed maybe the wife and I the month. So never mind if you got a kid or two, you need diapers. No.
Well, what if you got to stay somewhere?
Well, I haven't even thought of that. So I'm just assuming you're staying in the high school gymnasium.
Oh no, that was down the street before the church. No, but they want to. I can see it now. They've probably got a script they've been waiting to use for years, at least 2 years. Just right after the pandemic, we'll have a natural disaster, and take one.
Not enough people lost their land during the pandemic.
Well, and it's finally getting out that the poisons that they've been putting in just our plain food for the last how many years?
Yep.
I still remember when saccharin come out. You could use it on your table. It was the liquid,
Yep.
little squirt, well,
Or
and the little pills.
yeah,
the
the little
little-
tiny pills of them. Yeah.
Whatever happened to Carter's little liver pills?
I don't know. My grandmother had a bottle of them sitting on her. I don't. I just said Carter's liver pills sitting on her counter for the longest time.
Yeah, I thought it was required for old people to have them in their house.
That and a bottle of Geritol. Yeah.
No, what was the other one? It wasn't 40 Formula D. Oh well.
What are you thinking about?
It was a cough syrup they kept around, and it
Vicks,
wasn't before Vicks Formula 44D come out.
Robitussin.
No, it was before, and it wasn't homemade.
Cough syrup.
Oh well. Yeah, Miss Mercurochrome.
Oh,
Got
God.
to have
Mercurochrome, my ass. Yeah.
my monkey blood.
Monkey blood.
Wasn't the guy if you didn't have no monkey blood on you at one time or another during the week.
That shit burned.
Yeah. Mercurochrome, iodine.
Bag bomb.
Cod liver oil.
Oh.
Castor bean oil. All of it was in the arsenal.
And don't forget the X-Lax.
Yeah.
The X-Lax. But my favorite was if you had anything wrong with you at my grandmother's house, Paregoric with the codeine. Oh, yes. Graham, I got a toothache. Graham, my belly hurts. Graham.
I remember my granny would sneak us puffs off her cigarette.
That was my uncle. Yeah, he'd give us puffs off his cigarette. Just so he could laugh at us as we turned green.
Uncle Bear every once in a while lets him get a sip out of his whiskey.
Only if you got it for him. That
Yep.
was my Uncle Ed. If you got him a beer or a drink, he'd give you a little sip. Don't tell nobody. But everybody's watching, you know.
Yep.
We didn't care though. Grown-ups were letting us off right.
And the times were so well. We
Yeah.
we didn't have to live in bubble wrap because Uncle Bear got really fucking drunk one night. Got a hold of the 6-shooter. It was an old Colt 45.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, my uncle carried it, and he's a truck driver. Yeah, he's the one. Well, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have found out about the bennies. Nothing like Ben's a drink. Uncle Bear was out there all drunk one night playing with that thing loaded up, and he's sitting there twirling it, doing all the.
Oh.
And we're all just standing there watching him.
Yeah, well.
Gotta love the 70s.
But these are also, you know, the people that gave us kids lawn darts to play with.
Yes. Don't forget the clacker.
The clacker.
Most evil toy there ever was.
I used them as a bolos against my brother.
Yep.
Because we
It's usually
saw Mutual of Omaha. They did one episode where they used a bolo to bring down an ostrich.
yeah.
And I thought that was the neatest thing in the world. And my sister had a clacker.
No, my brother, man, he ran up to the Tandy leather store and got a roll of leather strip, for stitching and shit.
Yeah.
And we made our own slings and shit. We're doing
Oh
that.
shit!
I took mine to school one day. I had to show it off to my teacher. What's this? I loaded it up and let it go on this playground.
No.
What's that? Oh, that's 5th grade. That's when we had the real pretty blonde reading teacher, Miss Northcutt.
I didn't have any pretty teachers.
Oh my God, she was gorgeous, man. And then once a month, you had to go up there and do your little reading thing to her. Yeah, that's when you quit throwing dirt clods at girls and actually kiss them.
Yep.
Freaky teacher in Apple.
Fun times.
Fun times. If I only knew then what I know now,
And
probably
we
would have
both.
Probably would have ran the other way.
probably would have been a priest. But at least I don't have to worry about that relationship where you got to argue who's right and who's wrong. Because I married a woman who's always right.
No,
Yeah, right.
mine knows everything. So,
Expert driver too.
oh yes,
No, that's you.
Well, I am compared to you. I don't think anybody can drive as good as me.
you ain't learning how to drive till you can sit there and move the cars around on a parking lot, car lot.
Oh, that would suck.
We have fucking barely 15 feet, and somebody'd come in with a fucking boat.
Uh,
Link.
and let me guess, you weren't allowed to hit them.
No. Oh my God. When we were wholesaling, we got a hold of a Mercedes convertible.
Yeah.
I got to drive it from Guthrie to Oklahoma City, and about what 35 miles, something like that. And we get up there on the highway. So give it some gas. Shit, let's go. I gave it some gas, and it went like this. It went, whew. I wasn't ready for that.
Ooh.
Oh my God. It sucked down to the ground, a little lower
Yeah.
automatically. There's something happening here, and I don't know what it is.
I don't like it.
70 miles an hour is not a time to be finding out this shit.
Nope.
Yeah. One of them, the car knows what it's doing, but I don't know what you're doing.
And I wasn't able to speak German at that time, so well, I haven't seen any new little gadgets that just throw you.
No.
Yeah. One of them days. I think I got a tapeworm.
What's that?
Oh, I think I got a tapeworm.
Oh. I don't think I'm a good for you anymore.
Well, that's not fair.
I used to be able to buy a mail order. The instructions on how to take it and how to make it grow, and you
Yeah,
too can lose weight.
I got sea monkeys. but they couldn't convince me to do them like goldfish. No, that's not my thing. Thanks.
But then again, they also used to prescribe arsenic to calm your nerves too. So
Yeah.
and hell, they used to use X-rays to measure your feet at the shoe store, so you could see how your feet looked inside the shoe.
Yep. What's this? Huh. Says Garth Brooks is accused of sexual assault and battery in a lawsuit from hair and makeup artists who worked for him.
Oh, no way! A celebrity that had made advances towards a female employee? That's kind of cool because he just started them damn commercials with Peyton Manning there and Brad Paisley.
Somebody wanting some money.
Yeah, but if the allegations go through, they'll have to pull him from the commercials and they won't get no money.
Yeah, well, shit. They had Rock lined up for an $11 million deal for Army recruiting and kind of went south.
Hell, he wouldn't put on the dress?
Probably.
I just saw an article about the Navy's still suffering, even though they haven't abandoned the damn tranny campaign ads. Not campaign, recruitment ads. Nobody wants to join a Navy full of homos. I'm sorry. You could tolerate a gay guy on a ship. You cannot tolerate what I call a homo or a transsexual, somebody that's flamboyant, somebody that's
A flamer.
ooh,
Yeah, a flamer.
yeah. It's no place to be delicate.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to come out when you're in a submarine
No.
in the ocean.
And you can't blame people. I mean, we're not talking about joining a book club here.
Yeah, I like my military breaking things and killing people.
Exactly. It's kind of why we have them around.
Oh, people.
As long as there are humans on this world, we will need protection.
Yep. Come to think about it, it's one of the only things our government's supposed to do.
Yeah, that's a funny thing, huh? Yeah, I'm almost embarrassed to say I was in the service, you know? They've made such a mockery out of it.
Yep. And my dad, he'd just sit there and be real quiet about shit like that. Like when the Supreme Court came down with it's freedom of speech to burn the American flag.
Ooh,
He didn't say nothing about it.
yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah. Well, actually, you didn't talk to him for a couple of days because you had no idea.
Yeah.
But no, geez, people, please. They're saying we're going to have 90s for a few more days.
Ooh, sorry about that.
Yeah, but it hit like 59 overnight.
It's been dipping in the 40s here, so.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't that make it a nice night to sleep? I like to be cold when I sleep, but I like the blankets on me. I like the weight of the blanket, but I like the coolness. So,
Yeah.
these cold nights, I can open a window. It's blowing right on my head.
Yep. Well, we didn't use fan last night. I woke up just sweating from everywhere.
Oh,
I think it's just an alarm clock saying, "Hey, old man, go pee."
yep.
Oh,
One
check this.
o'clock and 4 o'clock, like clockwork with me.
Oh, brother, I feel for you. There you go.
Prevent you from loitering on the toilet? Yep.
Self cleaning.
That's kind of awesome.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Oh, it even
Stu-
cleans the shit out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Damn.
Yeah, but what kind? Well, no, I guess it's not a thing now. The anti-drug, because like the ones over, there's places over in Europe where they have bathrooms on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
You go in and the curtain goes up, and you can do what you want to do, but it's on a timer, so you can only be in there so long before the curtain drops. So you can't do drugs. You know, you're
Yeah.
not in there shooting up. But that's cool. I'd put one of them in my house.
Yeah.
I hate cleaning the bathroom.
You can find something for Kelly to do, I'm sure.
Nah, she does other shit I really hate worse, like shopping, cooking.
People.
Oh, any more pressing matters?
No, I'm not seeing anything worth talking about. Most of it's stupid, and I'm highly allergic to stupid.
They have an experimental treatment for that, you know.
It doesn't have anything to do with like loud noises and a real sharp instrument that's long.
No, I was just thinking it's called reach out and slap a stupid.
Hmm. Do you have to subscribe to it?
Nope.
Cool. I'm in.
Just make sure you stretch first. You don't want to be pulling out any, muscles or anything. But it's kind of therapeutic.
Hmm. Sound like you've been a patron of such things.
Well, yeah, 'cause I'm a big fan of slapping stupid. Stupid should hurt. No, plain and simple. If you're dumb, it should hurt in some way.
Yeah, but I'm just worried if I slap him, I'm gonna have shit on my hand.
Tyvek suit. The only thing I can tell you.
I'm allergic to it. I'll break out.
Uh, don't know what to tell you. Paintball gun? That way you can stand at a distance and still make them go, ow!
It could be doable, but it had to be like, the thing. people just annoy me with this. Wow, they're gonna have a vibes event.
No way.
Yeah, dude. What it's for, I have no idea. I never heard of such a thing.
Never. In all my years.
There's one that just passed by. Ron DeSantis has opened up ports.
Well, good.
Yeah, that was before the longshoremen went off strike.
At least he tried to do something.
Yep. No, he'd actually sent materials, so kudos for him. I heard some of them islands down there in Florida wasn't faring so well.
Oh, I mean, I get it. I feel bad for him. But it's kind of like you. You know where you live, tornadoes go with the territory, you know?
Yeah. And it's kind of different when you grow up with it.
But for years, I mean, ever since I can remember as a kid, it's always been Florida, Carolinas, always getting zapped. We get the blizzards. So, you know, I want to live in Maine, I got to deal with blizzards.
Nor'easter.
Nor'easters.
Or
I'm pretty sure about that term, though. I don't like nor'easter because they abuse it. The wind blew and a snowflake fell. It's a nor'easter. No.
well, it's like the Santa Ana winds.
Yep. They're just abusing everything.
They should have left them alone back in the 70s and not allowed them to start adding women, other names.
Yep. Yeah, because we ran out of names, they couldn't have no more. It's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. Grok 2's up, I see.
What's that?
Grok, that's Elon's AI.
Oh, yeah.
2 is up now. But being free, you're limited to whatever.
I don't know. I still don't trust it.
That's a shame. At least I liked it a little bit when we had the fake trust.
Yeah. I knew when I got my first beacon spell, we were in for some shit.
So you was playing with those devil toys, were you?
Yep.
The
Teddy
cows.
Ruxpin, oh my God, he was the ringleader.
The cow goes.
No. Oh yeah, what was that? The hell do they call those?
What, the CNCs?
See and say. That's what it was. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah. That until you knotted that damn string, and then
Yeah.
for the 20th time in the day, and your mother yells at you.
Oh yeah. We learned on GI Joe.
G.I. Joe. I like G.I. Joe.
Yeah. I don't even remember what he said.
I had G.I. Joe and Jungle Jim.
Jungle Jim.
Jungle Jim had the Adventure Safari RV.
Yeah. Met Johnny Weissmuller at the zoo. Told me I sure was a lucky kid to have that name, Johnny. Man, can you imagine if that was what you got booked for doing? You go out to a zoo and sign shit for an hour or two. What was it William Shatner talked about the great grocery store market parking lots.
Yeah.
Him and Adam West and oh shit, the Lone Ranger. Oh yeah, you had to feel like you made big time hitting all the big grocery stores.
Yep.
5 cents to ride that damn horse. You're not getting up there this week. You wait till next week. Mama!
But what about it?
Well, it's back when mom swats you right in the middle of everybody and then get out of her way.
Yeah, if not line up to take their turn at you.
It's possible.
Well, if you threw a big enough tantrum, there was a bunch of ladies lined up ready to smack you.
Oh, the worst though was at family get-togethers because every relation had a right to smack you.
Yep.
What'd I do? I know you're gonna do something, so I wanted to get that in.
You did, gonna do, or thinking of something. And you know what? They were right.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. The old boy, the president of the longshoremen,
Yeah.
his Cartier glasses are only about $1,245. You know, get me a couple pairs of those, would you, there, Jim?
I will. They're coming. I'll order them on Amazon tonight.
All right, cool.
I hope that some bitch goes the way of Hopper. Did I
Well,
say
so
that
far,
out loud?
it's just his witnesses.
I said that out loud, didn't I? Now that cocksucker's gonna disappear and they're gonna show up at my door.
Oh, I didn't tell you they've been there for a while.
Well, boys, I'm easy to find. Huh?
Said, I hope she wasn't serious.
What?
Her and Marshall's going to be the weekend down in Massachusetts for a
Oh,
concert.
okay.
She has to watch Justice's Baby for the weekend. Marshall's worried about the cats, making sure they get enough food. So So she goes, well, I could always drop them off at your place to babysit.
You would love it.
I know, but
What's she
Oh,
doing up?
my daughter's threatening to bring her cats down for us to babysit. I don't really like cats, but the wife would be in her glory.
Yeah. Most wives are after the expiration date.
Yeah, I just don't get along with a critter. I gotta feed and take care of, but he doesn't contribute. At least my dog would chase people away. Oh, so what do you think, Bob?
I think it's getting about that time, brother.
All right. Well, if anybody's watching, anybody gonna see this, thank you for watching, and God bless. Say a prayer for America.
Do right.
I gotta figure out how to shut this thing off.